going on, guys? It's Bruce Madsen, your host show, Metric Scout Fantasy Football, the place where we talk Dynasty, Redraft, DFS, all things fantasy. If you like what you see, subscribe and ring the bell. But that's just what I gotta say every time I do a video. It helps out with the numbers and stuff. I don't like doing it, but I do it. But I also don't like what I saw today. I was on Twitter and I was just scrolling. Javonte Williams ran on his pro day, and everybody acted like he was supposed to be some speedster and complaining about his 40 time. He ran a 4.58, 4.55 on another run. I mean, it was what we expected, right? I mean, we didn't expect him to run low 4.4s. We didn't expect him to hit 4.3s. 4.6 range is what I was really expecting, low 4.6-ish. And I don't understand why the air had to come out of our sails for this one. It's to be expected. He's not a burner. He's not a deep running guy. He's not fast. He's not a fast back. That's not what he is. He displayed what he is in his metrics. 36-inch vertical, so it's not super bursty. It's not like he hit the 40s, not a 38, not a 42. But 36-inch vertical is pretty good for a running back, so it shows he's got some burst. And he had a 6.97 3-cone. The 3-cone shows that he can move laterally very well. We see that on tape when he's in the open field, when he's juking guys, when he's making moves. He measured in at 5'9.5" and 212 pounds, so that's a decent BMI. He was listed around 220, so it was kind of lighter than what we were expecting. But all these UNC guys did not do that great. Diamond ran at a 4.46 and a 4.45. We were expecting more low 4.4s. I'm not going to fade Diamond Brown either. He's one of my favorite guys in this draft. He's 6 foot, 189 pounds, which is all right. It's good enough. I like my wide receivers at least be over that 200-pound mark. And if they're under the 200-pound mark, I do want them to be a little faster. I do want them closer to low 4.4s, at least maybe 4.3s. But not horrible, I guess. But he excelled in the 3-cone, 6.87, which was monster, and a good broad jump, 10.8, a 10.8 broad jump, and a decent vertical with 35 inches. So he showed he has good lateral quickness, good burst, and he is fast enough. And I'm not going to set him back because he did not do what I thought he could do on the 40. I thought it was faster than that. From watching tape, he plays faster, and he has good burst. He has good lateral agility. I'm definitely not fading Diamond Brown. If anything, this is more of a blessing. Like, say, if you ran a low 4.4 or ran like a 4.39 or something like that, everyone would have been over the moon for him, and less people would have been sleeping on him. He would have probably got bumped up to the higher part of the second round. So, obviously, I kind of want to keep that cheap price tag because he's kind of like the last player of that value that I want. I'm going to be paying up for him a little bit because I'll go mid-second round, early second round on him if my guys are gone, the guys I prefer. So if there's a lot of like-minded people in my drafts, Diamond Brown may be the last of the Mohicans for me before I start drafting guys that I consider sleepers and stuff. But all in all, the needle did not move up or down for either one of these two players. Javonte Williams is what we see on tape. He is a bigger back. He didn't weigh in bigger. He's a 212 back. Decent 40 time. It's all right. It's not horrible. I was expecting him to be in the 4.6s anyways. And he's a grinder. And he has good lateral agility, good vision. He's more like a David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs type of back. He needs a full workload. He'll probably get the draft capital where he'll be in line for that. And he's a good player. We see where he goes, and we'll value him appropriately. I'm more onto the wide receivers in this draft. I'm a wide receiver guy. I like the wide receiver values, and I'll be hammering wide receivers. I do not like the running back class in general. I like the Javonte Williams. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's so great that I have to get him. These wide receivers in this draft, their profiles are almost spotless. You're talking about guys like Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Rashad Bateman, and then even lower tier guys like Terrace Marshall, Seth Williams. It's so deep. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his pro day wasn't too shabby. He looked shredded out on the field with his shirt off. Good breakout age, good production. There's a lot of good players, a lot of good wide receivers in this draft that I want to get. And I'm not going to pencil myself in or hammer myself on these running backs just because they're running backs. I want to draft talent first, and the talent's at the wide receiver position. I'm not going to hold myself there. Javonte Williams is going to get good draft capital. He's a top 3 back in this draft. There's not much wavering on that. NFL teams are probably not going to have a different feeling on that. So he's going to have draft capital. He's going to be a first-round pick in rookie drafts. Unless somehow he falls to like the 4th round, there's no way he's getting out of the top first round. There's no way he's falling out of that first. He's not falling out of top 10. And Dyami Brown is a sleeper still. I don't understand it how he's a mid to late 2nd rounder in rookie drafts. Unless you're driving with some woke people like me, you're not going to see him in the early 2nd, late 1st. You're just not going to do it unless he goes to the perfect situation and gets drafted pretty high. The chances are he could fall in this draft because there's a lot of good wide receivers. It's going to cause some good wide receivers to get pushed down. It's going to cause some values to just be deflated, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I understand the talent, and I understand where these players are going to go, and I'm going to take my shots where they're at. And Dyami Brown's one of my guys. I'm going to be drafting him. I love the draft capital. I can get me Rashad Bateman, Dyami Brown, Kyle Pitts, Dyami Brown, be happy. Those are my 1-2 punches, is just getting one of my favorite receivers in the first, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, the Moore brothers, and then following up with Dyami Brown in the 2nd, and I'd be happy. And 3rd round, that I may be looking at like a Brevin Jordan type dude, because in that early 3rd round, that's when things start to get a little shallow, and Brevin Jordan seems like he'd be a good standout guy at tight end due to athleticism. Ran a 4.68, 4.69. Pretty good speed at the tight end spot. I get it, Kyle Pitts is the lead dog here, obviously, but Brevin Jordan is a guy we should not shy away from. I've done a video on him. I've done a video on Dami, done one on all these guys. So if you want my full opinion and how they play, just check those in the archives. But Brevin Jordan is a target of mine in the early 3rd round of rookie drafts. But anyways, don't be fading Javonte or having a change in mind on him because of today's pro day results. You should already known he wasn't a speedster going in. I'm not big on the running back position at all in this draft, so I may not have much of him when my rookie draft is said and done because I'm pounding wide receiver. But thank you for watching the show, sticking with me this long. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Ring the bell. Help me out on the algorithm, and I'll catch you next time.